Turkish cuisine is a tapestry woven with the flavors, aromas, and traditions of centuries, its threads tracing back through the grand halls of the Ottoman Empire. As the sun rose and set over the domes and minarets of Istanbul, the kitchens of the empire worked tirelessly, blending ingredients and techniques from across 3 continents. Today, the legacy of the Ottomans lives on not only in the architecture and language of modern Turkey, but perhaps most vibrantly in the food that continues to grace Turkish tables. To understand Turkish cuisine is to embark on a journey through history itself. The Ottoman Empire, at its height, stretched from the Balkans and North Africa to the Middle East, encompassing an astonishing diversity of peoples and cultures. Each region brought its own culinary traditions to the imperial court, and in the vast kitchens of Topkapi Palace, these traditions melded into something greater than the sum of their parts. The sultans were connoisseurs of fine food, and their chefs, known as the Matba-i Amir, were tasked with creating dishes that reflected the power, wealth, and cosmopolitan nature of the empire. One cannot speak of the Ottoman culinary legacy without beginning with the humble yet essential foundation, bread. In Turkey, bread is not merely a side dish, but a symbol of life itself. The flatbreads of Anatolia, the puffy pied baked in wood-fired ovens, and the flaky boric pastries stuffed with cheese or meat all owe their origins to centuries-old traditions. These breads were shaped by the grains grown on the Anatolian plains, the techniques of Central Asian nomads, and the refinement of Ottoman bakers who supplied the bustling markets and the palace alike. Moving deeper into the heart of Turkish cuisine, we encounter meze, a dazzling array of small dishes meant to be shared among friends and family. The meze table is a celebration of diversity. Creamy hummus and smoky baba ganoush from the Levant, tangy yogurt dips seasoned with garlic and herbs, marinated eggplants, and vine leaves stuffed with rice and spices. The Ottomans, who prized hospitality, elevated the art of meze to new heights, using it as a way to showcase the bounty of their lands and the sophistication of their chefs. No meal would be complete without the centerpiece, the kebab. While the idea of roasting meat over an open fire predates the Ottomans, it was under their rule that the kebab became a culinary icon. From the skewered shish kebab to the succulent doner, cooked on a vertical rotisserie, the empire refined these dishes, adding marinades of yogurt, spices, and olive oil, and pairing them with grilled vegetables and fluffy rice pilaf. Each region developed its own specialty: the spicy Adana kebab from the south, the tender lamb of eastern Anatolia, the fish kebabs of the Aegean coast, testifying to the geographic reach of the empire. But the Ottoman influence on Turkish cuisine is not confined to savory dishes. The empire's sweet tooth gave rise to some of the world's most beloved desserts. Consider baklava, layer upon layer of crisp filo pastry, brushed with butter, filled with crushed pistachios or walnuts, and drenched in fragrant syrup. This confection, perfected in the kitchens of Topkapi Palace, is a testament to the skill and creativity of Ottoman pastry chefs. Likewise, the delicate lokum, or Turkish delight, with its jewel-like appearance and subtle flavors of rose, lemon, and pomegranate, became a symbol of refinement and hospitality. Rice, too, occupies a special place in Turkish cuisine, thanks in part to Ottoman innovations. Pilaf, made with fragrant rice or bulgur, is cooked with broth, sometimes studded with raisins, pine nuts, or diced lamb. Each grain must be separate, each bite infused with flavor, a skill that Ottoman cooks elevated to an art form. The imperial kitchens even had special chefs, known as pilavcı, dedicated solely to the preparation of this staple dish. Yogurt, another cornerstone of Turkish cuisine, also received the Ottoman touch. While yogurt has ancient roots in Central Asia, the Ottomans popularized its use in both sweet and savory dishes. Kaçuk, a cooling yogurt and cucumber dip, and ayran, a refreshing yogurt drink, became fixtures of the Turkish table. Yogurt-based sauces accompanied grilled meats, while desserts like yoğurt tatlısı showcased its versatility. The Ottomans were equally inventive with vegetables, transforming simple ingredients into extraordinary dishes. Eggplant, for example, was celebrated in countless forms, roasted and mashed in patlıcan salatası, stuffed with spiced lamb in imam bayıldı, or fried and topped with garlicky yogurt. Tomatoes, peppers, and zucchini were stuffed with rice and herbs to create dolma, a dish as colorful as the empire's markets. Perhaps no other ingredient exemplifies the Ottoman approach to food as much as spices. The empire's control of key trade routes meant that the kitchens of Istanbul had access to saffron from Persia, cinnamon from Ceylon, and sumac from the mountains of Anatolia. These spices were used with a restrained hand, enhancing rather than overpowering the natural flavors of the ingredients. The result was a cuisine marked by balance and subtlety, where sweet, sour, salty, and bitter notes danced together in harmony. The influence of the Ottoman Empire extended beyond the palace walls. In the bustling streets of Istanbul, vendors sold simit, a sesame-crusted bread ring, and balık ekmek, fresh fish sandwiches by the Bosphorus. Coffee houses, first introduced to Istanbul in the 16th century, became centers of social life, where intellectuals and commoners alike gathered to sip strong, dark coffee and discuss the issues of the day. The ritual of preparing and serving Turkish coffee, with its thick foam and lingering grounds, remains a cherished tradition, a symbol of hospitality and conversation. As the Ottoman Empire interacted with its neighbors and subjects, it absorbed and adapted their culinary traditions. In the Balkans, the empire introduced dishes like börek and sarma, while adopting local flavors and techniques. In the Middle East, it left its mark on sweets, breads, and stews, blending local ingredients with Ottoman flair. The result is a culinary map where borders blur and dishes evolve as they travel from one region to another. The imperial banquets of the Ottomans were legendary, featuring dozens of courses and an astonishing variety of flavors. Yet, even as the sultans dined on delicacies, the food of the common people retained its importance. Simple lentil soups, hearty stews, and fresh fruits, these everyday foods were the backbone of Ottoman society and remain staples of Turkish cuisine today. The Ottoman legacy is also evident in the rituals surrounding food. Meals are occasions for gathering, for sharing stories and laughter, for expressing gratitude and hospitality. Whether it is a family breakfast spread with olives, cheese, honey, and fresh bread, or a festive dinner culminating in rich desserts and strong coffee, the Turkish table is a place of connection and celebration, a tradition that echoes the communal spirit of the empire. Today, as one wanders through the markets of Istanbul or the villages of Anatolia, the echoes of the Ottoman Empire are everywhere. The aroma of spices fills the air. The sizzle of kebabs on the grill draws hungry crowds. Baklava glistens in pastry shop windows. Each dish tells a story of migration and adaptation, of empire and innovation, of resilience and joy. The fusion of flavors that defines Turkish cuisine is perhaps the greatest legacy of the Ottomans. It is a cuisine that welcomes change, that celebrates diversity, that honors the past even as it embraces the future. The recipes handed down through generations are living documents, evolving as new ingredients and techniques are introduced, yet always rooted in the values of generosity, hospitality, and community. Take, for instance, the way Turkish cuisine continues to adapt in the modern era. Chefs experiment with traditional ingredients, creating new interpretations of classic dishes. Home cooks blend recipes from their own family histories with influences from neighboring countries. The spirit of the Ottoman kitchen, a spirit of curiosity, openness, and pride, lives on in every meal. Yet, for all its complexity and sophistication, Turkish cuisine remains deeply accessible. It welcomes the novice and the expert alike, inviting all to sit at the table, break bread, and share in the bounty. Whether it is a humble bowl of lentil soup, a lavish spread of meze, or a sweet taste of baklava, each bite is an invitation to experience the richness of Turkey's history and the warmth of its people. The Ottoman Empire may have faded into history, but its culinary legacy endures, a testament to the power of food to transcend boundaries and unite people across time and place. In every corner of Turkey, from the bustling streets of Istanbul to the quiet villages of the East, the flavors of the empire are alive, telling stories of conquest and collaboration, of tradition and transformation. As you savor the dishes of Turkish cuisine, remember that you are tasting not just the food of a nation, but the legacy of an empire. The spices, the breads, the meats and sweets, all are chapters in a story that spans centuries, continents, and cultures. It is a story of resilience and creativity, of hospitality and heart. And it is, above all, a story meant to be shared. So the next time you sit down to a Turkish meal, take a moment to appreciate the journey that brought each dish to your table. From the royal kitchens of the sultans to the homes and cafes of today, the Ottoman Empire's culinary legacy invites us all to partake in its rich and flavorful history. The journey continues, one delicious bite at a time.